Welcome to the Strengthening the Mind channel. Have you ever noticed that the greatest victories begin with a single decision? Here, we don't just talk about change, we activate it within you. Today, you will discover the power that has been dormant, waiting for this moment. And today's theme is the comparison trap. The unwinnable game. Ever scrolled through social media and just felt small? Ever looked at other people's lives and felt like everyone's ahead of you? That they have more success, more money, more happiness, more purpose, more of everything? And that somehow you're always falling behind? If you're here right now, chances are you know this feeling. That sinking feeling in your gut when you see someone achieving what you still don't have. And I need to tell you something. You're not alone in this silent battle. And more importantly, this pain you're feeling isn't about not having enough. It's about playing a game that was never designed for you to win. This video isn't about quitting social media or pretending other people's achievements don't matter. It's about something much deeper. It's about how this constant comparison is robbing you of something no one should have the power to take: your peace, your self-esteem, your sense of worth. Here on the Strengthening the Mind channel, we talk about the invisible struggles that eat away at us from within. So if you stick with me until the end, you'll discover not only why you compare yourself, but also how to break free from this trap and finally compete only with the person who really matters, yourself. The silent war within you. There's a war raging inside you that nobody sees. It's not loud. It's not obvious, but it's always there. It's the war of never feeling good enough because there's always someone who seems to have more, be more, do more. You wake up, grab your phone, and within 5 minutes, you've already scrolled past 20 people living what look like perfect lives. The friend who bought a new house, the co-worker who got promoted again, that acquaintance traveling for the 3rd time this year, the influencer with the perfect body, the entrepreneur who made millions before turning 30, and each image lands like a quiet blow to your self-esteem. Because you look at your life and it seems ordinary, small, not enough. You're working hard, grinding away, but it feels like everyone's running faster, getting farther, shining brighter. And the worst part isn't just the comparison itself, it's what it does to you. You start questioning your choices. Did I pick the wrong career? Am I wasting my life? Is there something fundamentally broken in me that's keeping me from having what they have? So you start demanding more from yourself, working longer hours, trying to look more successful on your own social media. You enter the game of projecting a life you're not always living, just to avoid looking like you're falling behind. And it drains you. Because now you're living 2 lives, the real one and the one you have to perform. The illusion of fair competition. But here's the truth nobody tells you. You're comparing your entire life to the highlight reel of everyone else's. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their main stage. You're comparing your raw, unfiltered reality to the polished, curated version they chose to share. Nobody posts about the panic attack they had right before that photo. Nobody shares the debt they racked up to afford that trip. Nobody shows the relationships falling apart behind that perfect smile. You're playing a game where you see all your own failures, but only everyone else's wins. And in this game, you'll always lose. Always. Because the rules were rigged from the start. And here's the cruelest part. While you're comparing yourself to them, they're comparing themselves to someone else. That person you think has it all figured out is looking at another person and thinking the exact same thing you're thinking about them. It's an infinite cycle of inadequacy where nobody ever truly wins. But what if I told you that you can step out of this cycle? That you can stop playing this unwinnable game and start building something that's genuinely yours? That's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Quitting someone else's race. The good news? There's a way out. And it's not about becoming more successful than others or finally achieving what they have. It's about something far more liberating, understanding that you were never in the same race as them in the first place. Redefining your concept of success. The first step to escaping the comparison trap is understanding something fundamental. There's no universal definition of success. Your version of success isn't the same as mine, your neighbor's, or that person you follow on Instagram. But we've been conditioned to believe there is one. That success means a big house, an expensive car, constant travel, a perfect body, a prestigious career. And anything outside of that is less. It's failure disguised as ordinary life. It's a lie sold to us to keep us consuming, working non-stop, perpetually dissatisfied. Because as long as you think success is having what others have, you'll always be chasing. There will always be someone with more. So you need to pause and ask yourself one honest question. What does success mean to me? Not to my parents, not to society, not to social media. To me. What really matters? What makes me feel fulfilled? What makes me wake up with a sense of purpose? Maybe for you, success is having time to spend with people you love. Maybe it's doing meaningful work, even if it doesn't pay millions. Maybe it's mental health, inner peace, meaningful relationship. Maybe it's creating something, contributing somehow, or simply living without constant anxiety. When you define success on your own terms, something magical happens. You stop playing everyone else's game. You stop measuring your life by their yardstick, and you start building something that's genuinely yours. Inspiration versus comparison. The second transformation is learning the difference between inspiration and comparison. And this difference, it changes everything. Inspiration lifts you up, shows you what's possible, motivates you to take action. When you see someone achieving something and think, "That's incredible. I want to work toward that too." That's inspiration. It expands you, energizes you. Comparison crushes you, makes you feel inferior, paralyzes. When you see someone achieving something and think, "I'll never achieve that. I'm not good enough," that's comparison. It shrinks you, drains you. The difference isn't in what you see. It's in what you do with what you see. It's in the internal story you create from it. And you have control over that story. When you pick up your phone and see someone successful, pay attention to what rises inside you. Is it admiration or envy? Motivation or defeat? If it's comparison, you have two choices. Keep consuming that content and feeling terrible, or stop following. Stop consuming. Stop feeding that emptiness. This isn't about being weak or unable to handle seeing others succeed. It's about protecting your mental health. It's about recognizing that some things aren't healthy for you right now. And it's perfectly okay to create boundaries, even digital ones, even with content that seems positive but leaves you feeling worse. Build comparison-free spaces in your life. Maybe it's deleting apps for a few days. Maybe it's unfollowing people who make you feel inadequate, even if you have nothing against them personally. Maybe it's simply stopping looking sideways and starting to look forward, competing only with who you were yesterday. And the third shift, perhaps the most powerful one, is redirecting your competitive energy. Because the problem isn't having ambition or wanting to grow. The problem is competing against the wrong people. You're running your own race, your lane, with your obstacles, your advantages, your starting line, your finish line. No one else is running your race. So why are you constantly looking sideways, trying to figure out if you're ahead or behind someone who isn't even in the same competition? The only healthy competition is with yourself. The only question that matters is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Yesterday can be literal or symbolic, could be a month ago, a year ago, but the measurement is always internal. Start tracking your own progress, not on social media, not against anyone else, just you. Keep a simple journal. What did I do today? that moved me closer to who I want to become? What small win did I have? What did I learn? Because real progress? It's not linear. It's not dramatic. It doesn't make for pretty Instagram posts. It's stacking small daily wins that nobody sees, but that transform you from the inside out. It's getting 1% better each day. It's staying consistent when nobody's watching. And when you stop measuring your life by everyone else's yardstick, when you stop feeling behind because someone got there first, you discover something liberating. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn. And that's what happens when you truly apply these shifts, when you decide to actually live this. Now let's talk about what this transformation looks like, about the freedom that comes when you finally stop running someone else's race. The peace of running your own race. So, what happens when you finally break free from the comparison trap? When you decide to stop looking sideways and start actually living your own life? At first, it might feel strange. You'll miss that external validation. There will be moments when the temptation to compare comes roaring back. You'll see someone achieving something, and that old voice will whisper, "What about you? When's it going to be your turn?" But then, something starts to shift. You notice you're breathing easier. That constant anxiety, that nagging feeling of never being enough, starts lifting. You find yourself genuinely celebrating others' wins without feeling like they somehow diminish your own. Then, the small shifts start showing up. You scroll through social media without that knot in your stomach. You can admire someone without tearing yourself down. You can feel inspired without spiraling into comparison. You start liking other people's posts, not because you have what they have, but because you're genuinely happy for them. And your relationship with your own achievements? It changes completely. You stop needing them to be Instagram-worthy to matter. You stop measuring your value in likes and comments. You start celebrating victories that only you witness, only you feel, only you truly understand. Maybe it's waking up calm for the first time in months. Maybe it's finally finishing that project no one knows exists. Maybe it's having that tough conversation you've been avoiding for weeks. These are invisible wins, but they're yours. And you learn that these matter more than any external validation ever could. And the people around you start noticing something different. You're more present, lighter, less on edge. Because you're no longer splitting your energy trying to be someone you're not, or chasing standards that were never meant for you. You discover you had so much more than you thought. That your life, with all its messy, imperfect, ordinary moments, is enough. That you are enough. Not because you achieved what others have, but because you stopped believing you needed to prove anything to be worthy. And here's the most beautiful transformation. You stop living with envy and start living with abundance. You understand that someone else's success doesn't shrink your opportunities, that another person's happiness doesn't rob you of yours, that there's room for everyone to succeed, each running their own race. The internal noise that used to scream comparisons now whispers encouragement, and you realize the peace you were chasing wasn't in having more than others. It was in stopping using their life as your measuring stick. So if you're exhausted from this war, if you're tired of always feeling like you're falling behind, I want you to know something. You can stop. You can walk away from this impossible race, not because you're weak, but because you're wise enough to see that this was never your race to begin with. Here's your first step. Pick one person, one account, one space that consistently triggers comparison and makes you feel less than. And take a break. Unfollow them. Mute them. Create distance. Not out of spite, but out of self-preservation. And pay attention to how you feel over the next few days, without that constant drip of comparison poisoning your feed. Before you leave, drop a comment and tell me, what area of your life do you compare yourself to others the most? Career? Appearance? Relationships? Money? I genuinely want to hear from you, because recognizing the pattern is the first step to breaking it. If this video touched something real in you, hit that like button right now. Your like is the fastest way to tell me this content resonates and helps YouTube push this message to more people who are struggling with this too. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel now. Your subscription isn't just a number, it's what allows this channel to grow and keep creating content that actually matters, that actually transforms lives. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it, because sometimes we don't know we need a message until it finds us. Here on Strengthening the Mind, every week we dig into the real struggles of living in a society that's designed to keep us forever dissatisfied. Because here's the truth. Life isn't a competition. It's a journey, your journey. And the only person you need to outgrow is who you were yesterday. When you truly understand that, you can finally breathe. If you want to continue building an authentic, peaceful life, click the cards showing up now or dive into the channel playlist. We've got tons of other videos about strengthening your mind and living life on your own terms. This is Strengthening the Mind, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong, keep focused on your own lane, and remember, you're not behind, you're exactly where you need to be.